Dr. Pepper and I will sit down individually with each spouse
How you doing, buddy?
to hear about any unanswered questions that might still be lingering in their marriage.
If this is how it is now, it could only get worse from here.
I literally almost always feel sad all the time.
It's just I don't feel anything when he touches me.
When I heard that, I said, I don't want you to do anything out of obligation.
But that was a dumb move.
You talk down to her.
You're pointing me out to make me look like the bad guy, but I'm really bothered.
Nothing lasts forever.
You're telling the world that I'm not enough for you.
I don't feel like you're showing up.
Okay, well, I don't feel you communicate healthy at all. I feel you're negative. I feel you complain and you
You've
nag.
already broken my heart.
Dr. Pepper's, did it help me? Not at all.
Keep talking, Elijah.
Feed something that's gonna help my marriage, not keep bringing negative to us.
Oh my God.
And welcome back to Pass the Remote, brought to you by Crux Media, where they take care of all your podcast needs, from starting a podcast to monetizing it. They have you covered. Contact them via email, info@cruxmediagroupllc.com. Crux Media, we are at the heart of podcasting. We're here to recap Married at First Sight, Season 14, Episode 13. Make sure that you listen to us anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast for free. Make sure to like, comment, share, and 5-star rate. And if you want to join the conversation, email us at relstatpodcast@gmail.com or call us 843-310-8637. Now, as you can see, we are here for yet another day of this good old podcasting that we do. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in part of the team. All the way from PA, it's my man. E, what's going on, brother? Good vibes, good vibes.
What's happening?
What's happening?
People?
What's happening, brethren?
Yo, what it be like?
I don't know what it is. What it be like? What it is?
What it do?
Word is, Jeezy know how to handle is.
Shit.
Right. Everything all right so far? The week been
no
good?
complaints. I mean, the week been kind of crazy. I had some, some family things, but
other than that, it's been
other
pretty
than that, we're moving swimmingly through the week.
Okay. As long as we can swim through, that's all that matters.
That's it. Mama taught me how to swim.
Yeah, your mom's be on that scuba joint now.
Yeah, she let her float now.
I'm not doing it, but
me neither.
I'm not. She can have it. I'm me personally. I am not.
I like to swim, but in a pool. That's it.
What I'm saying.
Ocean water ain't safe. It ain't for black folk.
No, because too much shit happens. Oh, geez, I can't curse. Too much stuff happens in that ocean.
Yeah, we look good on the beach though.
Yeah, you get out there, get a little. You can't get no tan, but you could get that Prince tone.
They call me Boardwalk E because boardwalk. That's it. I ain't messing with them saying. I'll be on the beach with Tim's on.
All right. As you can see, man, right now we're down 2. Key's out. She's having some technical difficulties. We've been saying it on the last couple of episodes. Trying to go ahead and get her right soon. And as you can see, the brother, my dear brother, Sada Noomsi, aka that dude Jeff, aka Big Muffins, is not here yet.
AKA that dude late.
AKA that dude late. So it's just us 2 today. So we're gonna do what we can to bring you the vibes as best we can. So I would get into the Who Said That segment, but the host of the Who Said That segment is not here.
We just do it when he pop in.
We do it when he pop in, but the 2 contestants.
But you got to be in it because you don't know the question.
I am about to be in it, I guess.
You ain't got a choice.
Wait, hold on. He's tapping in. That dude Jeff he's well, hold on. If his prayer warriors work, because he's in the green room right now. All the people that are watching right now, please say a little prayer for Jeff's internet right now, because we're trying to get him in here. Hum da da hum da da hum da da hum da da.
Yo, literally, it's like he's in the nexus of the universe when it comes to internet.
I don't know where he is, but let's go ahead and cue up his segment. So let's just go. The Who Said That segment with Jeff is brought to you by Sensual Soul Elixirs. Visit mysensualsoul.com for your elixir. They have amazing flavors such as Dreamy, which is blue lotus, lavender, chamomile, lemon balm, and valerian. And don't let me get started on that sensual. All I have to say is it contains several aphrodisiac herbs, which is sure to help you unwind, put you in the mood, and get your blood flowing. So visit mysensualsoul.com, where they help you start healing from the inside out.
Might be something sensual in this cup.
I just got my first shipment in. I got that I ordered some sensual and some focus. It's popping now. It's like that. I ain't gonna front. It's like that.
Is it like peanut punch?
It's along those lines. They got the Irish moss too.
The Irish moss.
The Irish moss. Okay, Jeff is playing. All right, we're gonna go to my segment. That segment at the end of the show. All right, so let's get into it, bro. The show opens up with Katina and O going to the grocery store shopping. They seem to be kind of playful and happy, and it was kind of refreshing to see them like this. But question, Eve, does O seem controlling?
O is very controlling.
Like he doesn't come off like he comes off extremely controlling.
But I think the problem with that is that we're seeing one side of it.
What's the
because
one?
He said because he specifically said if I send her to the store by herself, she's gonna come back with just a whole bunch of stuff that he's not gonna eat.
Okay.
So getting like I've been in that situation with my previous marriage where I'd be like, yo, here go 200, go to the store. We should be good with this money for the month. Right? And she come back and the food don't last a week. She spent the whole 200 and she was in the store and she bought everything that was on the list, but it wouldn't have been what I bought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So she more or less will buy, if she was buying chicken and I say, hey, get the boneless, skinless breast, then she'll buy chicken cutlets, which cost more, but you get less. Where me, I would buy the whole pack of chicken and cutlet it myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. So you seeing him taking control of the shopping so that he's making sure that he gets what he needs to eat. Not necessarily what she is required to cook, but what he needs to eat. But
go ahead.
I do have a question there with that.
Okay.
Why they go shopping and everything fit in one bag?
Because I don't think they shop for real. I think they just like do some daily shopping. Because like when I lived by myself, before the kids came to live with me, I would only like go. I would go to the grocery store daily. So like whatever I was cooking that day, I would go to the store. Only thing I would stock up in the house is like snacks and juice and drink, and then bottled water. And then breakfast stuff, because I didn't really eat breakfast like that. But like when it came time for dinner stuff, like I would leave work, go by the store, pick up whatever I was going to eat for that day, pick up whatever I was going to cook for that night, and go home and cook it. you know.
Yeah,
But
see, mama raised me different. I'd be loading up the deep freezer.
I just got a deep freezer, so that kind of changes my perception.
Yeah, it comes in handy, and you literally do if you pay attention, you spend less money.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I honestly feel like you spend less money. I do not doubt you on that one. It's definitive that you spend less money. My issue is when I buy like that, it all goes. Welcome, sir. You're gonna hop in on what we talking about.
He came in on 10.
On 10 now. You ran out of tissue.
Yeah, he had to take a whole shower.
We're on to the show, sir.
People? Hey, I know y'all missed.
Welcome in, Jeff. Welcome in, Jeff, to the show because he's late. Welcome, Jeff. And
hey, I get my own hand clap.
Not like we live. Not like we live, Jeff.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you take those boos.
Oh,
you take those boos, sir.
Oh, I'll take it. Knock it out my face.
Right.
Hey man, what's up? Well, let me conversation rolling.
Okay, we good. All right, so we're talking about food. Let's move forward. All right, because I lost my train of thought because of Jeff. All right,
we after the shopping.
We're moving on to Lindsay and Mark, and we have this exchange here. I have a question for you after you hear it.
You're not showing up for me at all. You're not showing up for this marriage. I just feel like I'm tired of being the only one to show up. I just don't feel hopeful.
I don't want to have unhealthy fights like this. Raising our voices triggers things for both of us. It's very hard for us both. We have styles of how we speak to people, and it's very different. It's what it is.
So what did y'all? I start with Jeff, and who do you side with here?
Neither of them.
Okay.
Neither of them, because they're both carrying some emotional stuff that needs to get checked and handled first. Lindsay's wrong for how she speaks and her tone, and Mark is wrong because I think the thing is like active listening. And when you get in an argument, when you get in a disagreement, you tend to only hear bits and pieces. So after she come at him like 2-3 times, he shuts it off. Like, I ain't want no more of this. So I think they both dead wrong in all of this.
Evie, what's your thoughts on that?
I'm with Mark. I'm riding with Mark. Just off the strength that I feel like even when, like Jeff said, Mark may not be hearing what he needs to hear. He's not actively listening or whatever like that. I feel like when he finally tunes in and understands her, she still is not seeing anything outside of her own anguish.
Okay.
So like when they was having a little meeting on the honeymoon, and the girls were saying to her that they feel like she makes her problems bigger than everyone else.
Yeah.
Like she blowing it up. You know what I mean? You don't got to go from 0 to 100 just because you disagree with someone.
Right.
And, you know, I've dealt with that too. And you know what? If I feel like the argument is going to go in the direction of you trying to force me to see your side, then I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to even talk to you.
Yeah, I don't think they fight fair. Like Lindsay, when she in an argument, she going for the kill. And I mean, we've all been in arguments with the opposite sex. Like when you get to bringing up past and you get to bringing up stuff that ain't got nothing to do with the argument, like I don't want no parts of that.
Yeah.
See, if they were sharks, if you want to consider them to be the sharks, because you know they're self-proclaimed, right?
Right.
Lindsay's the great white, and you know,
Mark is a hammerhead.
Mark is like Mark is like a hammerhead.
Mark,
Like he's just
Mark ain't even a hammerhead.
dense,
He's like a
little
Pixar
brain.
shark.
Like, he's just
Like
staring
shark.
with the eyes, right? With the
His eyes, like when he was in the car doing the selfie thing, and his eyes, I was like, what in the hell is going? And we spent too much time on him. But I do have a question. So
Mark the deer.
Mark the deer. Can two people with vastly different communication styles be successful?
Yes.
Can a relationship?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
How?
All you got to do is learn how to communicate.
It takes one person. I think we talked about it takes one person being able to back off, and neither of them like to back off. Like one person has to stop and either let the person get it out before they speak, or like just take a moment to before they really jump back in. I think when they get to talking, they swinging at each other's neck, and it's like last man standing is whoever wins the argument.
Yes, stop trying. If you stop trying to win arguments and only try to deal with the issue, you both win.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter how it comes out because you're both. The goal is the same. So you just have to see it different. You just got to see it different.
I don't know. I just think that it's hard to. Well, it's not hard. It's difficult to manage an argument when the person that you're with doesn't doesn't have your communication style, nor do they respect your communication style.
I mean, you just got to be to the point, direct. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Let me say this. Let's move on.
See, I peeped something because I just, I'm fresh off it. I just watched the episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched the after party, and they said something to Mark, like it's just a little trick. If you affirm her before you say your point, so she understands this is coming from a place of love and not a place of hurt, pain, or whatever like that, then maybe she can see it different.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. And then we get into Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper visiting the couples. They first start out with Noy and Steve. Both of them talk about the social media issue. Steve says that his boundaries have been crossed. Noy continues to harp on this job issue. And I'm gonna come back to that. Pastor Cal says Noy should have a conversation with Steve and be direct with him about feeling secure. And we're gonna come back and revisit that. Dr. Pepper asks Steve to ask Noy, would working make you feel secure? And can you not run to social media when we have issues? Steve says he will do them, but he's very uneasy about the relationship. What do y'all think? First question, Noy and this job issue, because I remember in the after party, Keisha Knight Pulliam asked Steve, hey, she says, I asked her on the last episode what her number was of a savings that would make you comfortable. And she said that Noy said 40,000.
40,000.
She's 40 in savings.
In the savings.
Okay.
Just in the savings. So Steve leaned back like he was so damn cool with it. Steve leaned back and was like, "Oh, if it's just 40, we good."
You know what it was? It wasn't even that part for me. It was the part where he was like, "Yo, I do software development. I've created my own apps. These apps make millions."
Dang, I gotta stop watching the after party.
Yo, I'm telling you, you found that little juicy stuff there.
Like he was real confident with it too. He was like, "Yeah, man, like 40. That's it."
Yo, for real. Like if we wanted to start an app for this podcast, yo, holla at Steve. Steve creates the app. You pay him the fee.
Yep,
he good for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And he just made all his money off you.
I have never once doubted that man's pockets. No problem is she got a fixed idea of what a marriage is. And not saying what her parents had was different.
No. She has a fixed idea of what work is.
Yes.
There it is.
What making money should look like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
going to work every day, not necessarily going to make you millions.
Man, listen, let me tell you something. My mama and you too, your mama too, and I'm pretty sure yours, Jeff. Like, every day, my mama got on that train, rode to where she worked at, that hospital she works at, since I can remember, she's worked at the same place for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
That's 44 of my years.
Like, as long as I can remember, my mom has had the same job.
25 years for her.
And trust me, she is not banking no cash. So I think that Noi is, even though she may do good with finances, she's one of those people that are the worker bees.
Yeah. She a drone. Oh yeah.
While Steve is like, man, shoot, I'm gonna get my, like, you could make 40,000 a year and I could make 40,000 in this month.
Yo, let them stay together. She gonna be the happiest wife ever. Watch.
But she got to get,
because she's not gonna be working.
Nah, she's not gonna.
Steve gonna do his thing.
Yeah. Okay. And then what is with CL of Relationship Status Podcast, my partner, CL Butler, always says the internet is not a real place. Okay.
No, it's not.
Why, oh, why do people run to to social media to air their discord, their discomfort? Like, what is the importance of doing it? Because Noi because even after Pastor Cal told her she shouldn't, she knows that her husband is uncomfortable with it. This is one of his boundaries. And according to Neek from the Relationship Status Podcast, if you cross her boundary, she's gonna break up with you on the spot. So, you've crossed a boundary, and now what? And
I'll tell you this. I've had this.
Y'all, she said, that's y'all. I'm still me, and it's my thing. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
I've had this social media argument to the point where I've like got off my Facebook for a couple years or whatever. I find that I will post things that offend just because you're gonna look and be offended. I would do that to my ex. I would literally do that on purpose because you had such a big problem with it, and you realize that this is you don't realize this is entertainment. I'm having fun.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No problem is I think she's addicted to the internet, and with a lot of people,
she's a child.
And that's it. You get to put your problems out there. You put your problems out there, and almost guaranteed somebody is going to be on your side without you even.
I was going to say that too.
Somebody's going to sympathize with you without you even knowing them.
It's a rally effect. They really trying to rally. You trying to rally people to your cause.
But I think that's what most people do when they're dealing on social media. It is, I need somebody to affirm me.
Right.
Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm right.
Somebody on my friends list, or one of y'all, jump to my side.
Y'all with me.
But Steve had a really good point, and I think that this is one thing that Noi does not realize. One of his points was, despite the other reasons, here's my main reason for me not wanting her to run to social media. I have other reasons, but my main reason is I don't want my family to see her in a bad light if we end up staying together.
Yeah.
You can't, when you just start dating someone, and I know they're married, but when you just start dating someone, your family and your friends should not be following that person.
Nah, but that's what happens though. Oh, let me get your Instagram. Let me get your Snap. Instantly.
Nah, I don't know you.
Nah,
I don't know you.
Let's move on.
That's why I'm single.
Let's move on to Katina and O. Katina meets with Pastor Cal, and O meets with Dr. Pepper. Now, when Dr. Pepper asked O or Olajuwon that question and he snapped, was that a overreaction, or was his reaction justified, Jeff?
Yo, that was an overreaction. That's guilt. What old folks say? A hit dog will holler.
Yeah, throw a rock in a pack of dogs. The one that hollers, the one you hit.
Yeah, like she stepped on that man's toes. He know he wrong, and the problem is I don't think he really understands how he looks on camera and the things that he's saying and how they carry weight. Because I'm pretty sure this is like his first time really being out in the open. Like, well, he probably did all that Irish, Isaac, whatever the heck his stuff he did, but he's not understanding what his words mean when you're in a relationship. It's different when you're talking to your girlfriend, but it's definitely different when you're talking to your wife. And the way he's talking to his wife is just not okay.
It's not. I don't think so. What you think?
I disagree to a certain extent.
Okay.
Because I do feel like whatever in the beginning, whatever Elijah thought, the way he was coming at his wife, that was wrong. Flat out.
Yeah.
Right. But you got to remember, he ain't spoke to these people leading up to this point. So they coming at him with old news.
Yes.
And
is it really old?
No. Because you got to understand. Not everybody communicates the same way. So whereas he is saying things, he's just saying them.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they say, "Yo, oh, chill, bro, you said that foul. That's wrong. You trying to prove your point, but you wrong." He then looks at what he says, goes back and says, "You know what? I apologize. I was wrong, but this is what I'm trying to say." And then they hash it out, right? But my point to where I'm saying is, I kind of roll with Elijah on that is because you ever been to a therapist that just straight up rubbed you the wrong way?
Yeah.
Even though they have all the knowledge,
they
know what they're doing.
See, but I think in that case, Elijah did what I think it was
he reacted in a childish manner.
It was an overreaction because how are you going to tell? Dr. Pepper wasn't talking about, because he made an assumption that she had heard things from other people, like other couples.
She used the word heard.
Yeah.
She did.
No. But remember that when she's talking about production, the people that are following you around every day, and
it don't matter to me. That don't matter. To me, that it doesn't matter because your view of what is happening in the room isn't the same as what I feel as a person.
But it's still,
even though hold on. Even though you're right, you're right. You're right. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm telling that reality is perception.
Your perception is your reality, and I understand. Right. But here's my point on Olajuwon. Olajuwon feels like he can't do no wrong. Nothing he does is wrong.
So he's a little self-absorbed. I will give you
a little.
Well, you know what I mean.
It's a lot of self-absorbed.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, real talk. Like he's self-absorbed, and they literally matched him with the right wife.
Yeah,
he has the perfect wife. Very docile.
Yeah,
and
but she also knows when to communicate with him.
Bro,
and it's when the cameras are off.
Right. But then you see her face, like when she's on, she just looks tired. She just looks fed up. She looks fed up.
She does not look happy. She does not look happy more than she looks happy on camera.
Did you see them at the end when they were playing volleyball? And her face was just so straight. Like when he was talking, it was like, okay, yeah, whatever.
See, but you know what? I think that that is more of. I would say the relationship is not a good one.
Oh,
I would not.
I don't think they're gonna make it.
I don't think they would make it. No,
I don't think.
But I'm riding for them because you can see where they do meet.
Yeah, I mean, I can get it. I get it, but I'm just saying.
Right. It's old.
Yeah, we're moving on to Mark and Lindsay. Mark meets with Pastor Cal, and Mark has a revelation. That pretty much Lindsay talks to him the way his mom talked to his dad, and he doesn't want to turn into his father. So, and then Lindsay meets with Dr. Pepper, and they seem to get to the bottom of her issues, and you kind of find out that some of the reason why she communicates the way she communicates is from what she's seen and the trauma that she's been through. These are two trauma-filled people trying to be together. I think this was a horrible match. I think it was an extremely horrible match. for the experts, and I hate that that's the case. Oh, jeez, I hate that that's the case.
That was the Lord calling and let you know you was right.
That was Lindsay. Lindsay was calling like, "What you say?"
Oh, she got up. What you say about that?
Y'all shut up.
Man.
All right, we're gonna take a second to have a word from one of our sponsors. This episode of the Relationship Status Podcast is brought to you by the Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Right now, check out their fall and holiday collection with candle scents such as caramel latte, fireside, sweet potato and brown sugar, and our personal favorite, orange spice. The scent is cloves wrapped in a citrusy orange essence that takes you all the way back to grandma's house. This one is sure to be your favorite, just like it is ours. So visit secandlecode.com and use our promo code CRUX. That's CRUX for 15% off all regularly priced items. That's secandleco.com, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you to a place of pure joy. Lindsay just yelled at me. Just wanted to let that be known. Lindsay just yelled at me. But they seem to get to the bottom of it, and I thought at the end of this meeting with the experts, I was completely wrong. But I thought that when they came back together, they would be better for it. Now, in their post-meeting talk, I want to know, guys, and anybody who wants to chime in, what were your thoughts on their conversation after the post meeting with the experts?
I mean, it was honest. It was open, and I think they were still caught up in their emotions, which is what made it so raw. Because I think that's the first time we really saw Mark open up like that, and let alone show any type of emotion towards Lindsay other than being tough. But I understood it, and it was needed for them to at least make it to the next day, because if they came out of the meeting with the experts with anything other than that, I think they probably would have been divorced that night.
What about you, Ike?
Oh, that's coming. I feel like they just wasting their time. I don't even know how to put it. It's just it led me to a question.
Okay, what's the question, Bridget?
Does Mark blame his mother for his father's passing?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
He's got some resentment there. He does. He got some deep stuff.
That's gonna hinder him in any marriage, because he's never gonna really. He's gonna go into each marriage thinking that this is gonna be my undoing.
Yeah, this is the end for me. This is how this is gonna end, is this way. But I don't think that's too tough to write, man. Let's move on. Jasmina and Michael. I ain't gonna lie, they are slowly becoming my favorite couple.
I have hope for them now. I have hope for them.
They are my favorite couple. Jasmina and Michael. Michael meets with Pastor Cal, and they discuss how doing the work can bring the results. Yo, listen, if Pastor Cal ain't drop a word here, no, seriously, some people got it messed up. Some people literally have it backwards. They have, I'm gonna fall in love, then do the work, or I'm gonna grow in love and then do the work. No, you have to do the work to grow in love.
You got to win that woman first.
Yes, and she has to win the man. Like, you have to do the work. As you do the work, you will then. I didn't always believe this. So as I stand in front of you, people live, and I know I have some people out there who are going to say, "Oh, now Yoshi," and I understand that. I'm good with that. I have a checkered past. There's some skeletons in my closet.
There's a graveyard in your closet, brother.
But as a reformed a mature adult now. You understand that you have to, when you put the work in, the results that come out, it's just like anything that you do, anything, whether you're a basketball player, baseball, you work, driving a bus, you got to put the work in to gain the results back from what you put in. And it's the same thing goes for relationships and marriages. Whatever you put in, that's the result. You got to put the work in to get the results out. And I thought that was a word. Michael unpacks his part in the lack of intimacy. I thought what he said there, I thought that he understood, and he got a revelation. He was like, yo, he said when he told Jasmina, well, you don't have to kiss me anymore before you go to bed, because
he took the intimacy out the marriage.
The little ounce you had, man, you better take them little pecks on the lips.
Get that kiss, bro.
Yeah, keep them little pecks on the lips.
Tongue.
Jasmina meets with Dr. Pepper. She talks about her issue with her intimacy between them and that her lack of emotions play a part. So after they got back together and they talked, their post-meeting talk, do you think anything will change for them? And it's a toss-up. Do you think anything will change for them in the intimacy arena?
I'm just praying for them. Because they need to go on the hunch and get it over with.
Yo, I think what's going to change for them is, I think what I got from their post meeting is that they both realize that their time is short before decision day, and they both will admit that something's there that they want to work on, so they're going to put the effort in. Is it going to lead to sex? I doubt it. But
yo, you know what he need, Jeff?
What's up?
He need trauma booty. He need to go on and give her one of his sob stories while holding her hand, and then just lean in.
Look, and she'd probably be like, now, Michael, she ain't giving up the trauma booty. He'd be like,
nah, because she gonna be open. She will be open and more sensitive.
And now here's the thing: for her to get more open, we had an episode on the last episode of Eggs, Grits, and Ignorance. There's a man out there that can, open the right
open all doors.
All right, so the couples go out and play volleyball. Noy stays behind because she's sick with the headache. Do you think that's going to come back and backfire on Steve?
Yes.
That he didn't stay with her?
No.
And take care of her. She looked genuinely. I didn't think so, because I thought she genuinely looked like, hey, no, he could go. I'm fine. But
I think she had Instagram.
She's right. She was probably tweeting her face off.
Yeah. While they think this is a regular group outing, Pastor Cal and Dr. Pepper are there. Now, I could go through the rest of these notes, but let's just skip to it. Did you see Olajuwon's face when they came out?
Oh boy! If somebody don't make that a meme, so I can post it somewhere.
Talk that now. Like, walk down. Hey, talk that now.
Son,
I want you to talk that now.
I was unthrilled.
You were unthrilled? I mean, because you knew it was coming.
Because you know what? I knew it was coming, but at the same time, it's not like they made it seem like they was going to lay into him.
Yeah,
it was underwhelming.
They went in there like, all right, now, Olajuwon, let's explain some things. Like,
now, I was just talking about his initial reaction when she walked out.
Scared. He was scared.
Yeah, he was. It was a little shock there.
But like you said, I thought they were going to lay into him more.
Nah.
Have the experts ever did this in previous seasons? Like, be in the other room and listen?
No.
Yeah, I think they did. Last season they did.
When they do this last season?
They didn't do that last season.
All right. You know what? They didn't walk in. They spied on them.
They spied on them. They didn't walk in. But I think when Olajuwon, I don't think they were really gonna.
I'm wearing you down, baby.
It is. Hey, that was perfect timing.
That's what Dr. Pepper said.
That's what Dr. Pepper said. I'm wearing you down. Man, I don't even know what the hell just happened here. God dog it. All kind of stuff fell just
Lindsay set him up in the studio again.
She mad at you. She
Anyway,
gonna go home and chop Yoshi in half.
Anyway,
Yoshi the plant. Yoshi about to get an angry message from Mark. Just eyes.
The episode overall was underwhelming to me. I didn't think it had a lot of. I'm ready for the season to be over. All right, Jeff, we'll come back to you. Who said that segment, man? It's me against EB, I guess. We'll see what happens.
Yo,
I'm not good at this, so y'all got to bear with me.
Oh, yes, do it. Let me pull these notes.
You got to turn the notes off, Yosh.
What you mean I got to turn the notes off?
I got my own notes. I got my own notes for this. I don't put that who said that stuff in there. You know how Yoshi be doing weird news on the other stuff? I don't put who said that in there. It's my stuff. It's my stuff. Get my music going. Where my song at?
As late as you was, you should have had it too.
Hey, shut up. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Towards the end of the show, Big Man Muffins, aka Late Muffins, aka Late Delivery Muffins. I'm finally here. So you can get to the Who Said That segment. We have newcomer, the Ninth Wonder, Yusuf in the building, stepping up to play with my man Eve. Eve, you ready for this?
Pause.
This might be the easiest win you ever had, man. I ain't even gonna front. Yosh, I'm down. You right now.
I don't know. Yosh looking at something. What you reading, brother?
I'm not looking at nothing.
He got some cheats over there.
I ain't looking at
Yo, okay.
If I see you scroll, I automatically win.
I'll close the notepad. There you go.
Yeah. I'm comfortable now.
You comfortable now? Okay, go ahead.
I'm comfortable.
Hey man, all right. So we got 5 quick questions there. 5 quick questions. Who said this? In order for him to make the right decision and for me to make the right decision, we both have to be honest about what we want. Was it A, Katina, B, Lindsay, C, Noi, or D, Jasmina?
D, Jasmina.
I'm gonna go with Lindsay.
And I'm gonna go with both of y'all dead wrong. The correct answer was Noi.
Noi
don't ever say nothing profound. It wasn't on Instagram.
Yeah.
Man. Question two. Who said this? All I've asked for was consistency since the beginning. Was it A, Elijah Wan, B, Twitter Fingers Noi, C, Mark, or D, Lindsay?
C, Mark. No, it's D, Lindsay.
The judge is gonna let you have that one. Ding ding. It was definitely Lindsay. Yoshi with the comeback real quick. So we tied 1-1 heading into question 3. Who said this? My biggest fear is that nothing is going to change in this moment. Was it A, Lindsay, B, Mark, C, Jasmina, or D, Irish Isaac, aka Olajuwon?
What you have for B?
B was Mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mark.
All right, there it is, man. Tied 2-2. And y'all thought this was gonna be hard, man. You see these easy questions, man. Easy questions, man. Here we go. Question 4. We tied 2 apiece. For me, I've always trusted people unless you've given me a reason not to. Who said this? For me, I've always trusted people unless you've given me a reason not to. Was it A, Steve, B, Olajuwon, C, Katina, or D, Jasmina?
D, Jasmina.
Eve?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to just sneak in on and ride that coattail because I feel like Lindsay said the same thing though, but I could be wrong. So I'm gonna ride the coattail.
Riding the coattails gets you the answer. So we are tied.
That should not be right. You know what we need to do? We need to write them down on a whiteboard and flip over the whiteboard. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do.
That takes forever.
No, just write down A, B, C, or D and just hold up the whiteboard to the camera. Get half a point for that.
Brooklyn versus Queens. There's the Brooklyn versus Queens tiebreaker.
All right, so go ahead.
So here it go then. Who said this? It could be enough. We've got to make it enough. Was it A, Katina, B, Jasmina, C, Lindsay, or D, Steve.
Steve.
Both of y'all are wrong again.
What?
It could be enough money.
It was Jasmine.
It was
Jasmine. You know, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. I thought Jasmine until Ibrahim said whatchamacallit. Until Ibrahim said I was like, Jasmine, and they said
I got you. I got you. You better be lucky. I got another question.
Oh shit.
Okay. Here's the question. Completely random.
Okay.
How many drinks did Dr. Pepper have throughout the entire show?
15.
Dr. Pepper had a drink every time I saw her in her hair.
23.
We'll take the time.
Hey, take the time for the win. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't even got nothing else to say on that.
Appreciate you, Jeff.
Yeah.
All right.
Snacks will be in the company cafeteria for the both of you.
Now it's time for the What You Watch segment, brought to you by the people over at Unfiltered. Head over to unfilteredforever.com. They have everything from tees to tech suits and leggings for the ladies. Head over to unfilteredforever.com and join the mailing list for the pre-release. And your ability to order your Unfiltered has you covered. Use your promo code RSP at checkout for 15% off your entire order. So visit unfilteredforever.com. And remember, there is a science to being you. Jeff, what you watching?
When I am not watching the full seasons of Bluey with my son, I have dived into Yosh, an old favorite of ours. I've started watching Charmed again.
Oh,
I've started watching Charmed.
What the fuck?
Charmed is a
good one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
All right. E, what you watching?
Nothing.
At all?
Y'all watching Charmed?
No, he's watching Charmed. Currently, we used to watch it, but
horrible show. Horrible show.
What do you watch?
I'm just watching old stuff. Whatever I can find that's interesting is old. Actually, you know what? I did just finish up the newest season of Formula One.
Okay.
I like things like that.
You like
it's a documentary, not they I guess you could call it a documentary because they followed a season of Formula One racers and the trials and tribulations of being a Formula One racer or team owner or team president or captain or whatever, things like that.
Okay.
The ins and outs of that. I like race cars, So.
That makes sense. All right. So what about I am watching the Man's Dem Marv, where they say bruv and everything else. Top Boy. I just finished Top Boy.
Yeah.
And then I finished right after Top Boy, I went to Ozark and then finished. Well, I'm caught up on Ozark. And then I left that and I went to Bel Air. Now, let me say this. Bel Air is actually really good.
You know what? I haven't watched it yet.
If you can go in with the mindset that I'm not watching, you got whatever Fresh Prince of Bel Air was, you got to take that completely out your mind.
Okay.
I get it.
It's a really good drama. I will say this. It's the setup, the way they do things, like the acting, the writing, it's all done really well. It's all done really well.
That's my problem. I don't really like dramas. I prefer an action or sci-fi that has drama in it.
No, I understand. I can see where it wouldn't be for everybody, but it has its comedic moments. But it's really well done. So
like, what's that other movie? The series American with the little football player Tay Diggs.
Oh, you talking about All American?
Yeah, All American. See, I think Bel Air is like All American.
I can see the parallel. I can see the parallel, but I think people like as you like Uncle like. You're looking at it in a different. I understand.
It's got a 2022 twist, and I respect that.
Yeah. And I like the fact that they didn't draw on anything from the show.
Because my biggest complaint is that they're remaking things the same but changing little parts, and I don't like remakes.
Yeah,
but I think what all they did was take the premise and create a show.
They created a show.
And that's cool.
Yeah, they kept the characters, but like Jeffrey, man, Jeffrey is a G. He's a gangster. Jeffrey make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Phil is, Phil's, running for DA, but they did not draw off the old story. And that's what outside of the characters, they didn't draw off the old story. So that's what makes
and that's a plus. That's a plus for me.
All right. So the Who You Riding With segment is brought to you by Southern Elegance Candle Company, where modern values meet Southern charm. Right now, check out the site, secandleco.com, and use our promo code CRUX. That's CRUX for 15% off all regularly priced items. That's secandleco.com, where they lovingly craft each scent and city combination to elicit a fond memory to whisk you away to a place of pure joy. Mr. Freedom Ring, who you riding with?
I am going to take the safest route possible.
Okay.
And I'm going to ride with Michael and Jasmina.
Okay. At that dude, Jeff, who you riding with?
I am riding with the safer bet, and that is Steve and his bank account. That is who I'm riding with.
Oh, they're going to stay paid.
And they together forever.
And
but if I had to pick a couple, man, shucks, bro. You know what? I'm gonna be wild with it. I'm gonna say Noe and Steve. I'm gonna roll Noe and Steve.
Okay, and I am going to say I'm gonna pick the safe bet as well. I'm gonna go with Dr. Pepper and her bartender because he keeps her.
Yes.
And I'm gonna add to that Pastor Cal and his stylist because his suits be on.
Pimpin' Blue tonight.
This episode though.
Pimp Daddy Blue tonight.
Feeling the shoes.
You said what?
I wasn't feeling the shoes.
The shoes, they was all right. I like the sock combination, man.
He get a solid 8.
By the time you get to the shoes, it don't even matter because the whole outfit is by the time you get to the shoes.
I start with the shoes.
And I like a good suit. So, all right, man. Jeff, tell the people where they can find you at, brother.
They can find me setting a reminder to be on time for the next show. But other than that, you can see me at that dude Jeff. Check me out on Instagram.
Hey, Eve, how can they find you?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. That's BIGKIDENVI_chops.
Chops. Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at Yosh in the building, on Snapchat at The Ninth Wonder, on Twitter at I am Coach E_, and on Facebook at Yoshi English. You could try to friend me, but I'm no longer taking any friends. All right. I will ignore friends.
No new friends.
No new friends. Man, until the next time, man, make sure that you hit us up. If you want to join the conversation, RELSTAT podcast at gmail.com. Or you can hit us up on the hotline, 843-310-8637. We had somebody answer our question. Came in a little late, but Katrina Bell of the she has her own podcast out there, but yes, it's possible. Lots of work, but possible. Shouts out to you, Katrina, man. Try to get on. We're gonna try to get you on the next episode, all right? Especially with this Married at First Sight. You can give us some insight as a marriage counselor. She is a licensed marriage counselor, couples counselor, family counselor. She does all that good stuff. All right, man. Until the next time, y'all, we are out.
Hey Siri, set a reminder.